you guys work with Daft Punk, Get Lucky.
I never heard the song Get Lucky in the studio. In fact, I never heard any of those songs.
Whoa.
I was there playing grooves and loops and just jamming to a click track.
Wow.
Tomas, the taller of the two robots, had a keyboard rig set up at the studio. Guy, he had his DJ set up. And Tomas would have these 2-bar, 4-bar riff. They would show us the riff. And so me and James Genius would go in, and then we would jam on that riff for 15 to 20 minutes, and they just let it roll. And we would do a half dozen of those or more a day. And I noticed when I went into the control room that they were keeping a log based on BPMs, keys, and groove description of what we were recording. And then what I realized was they were creating a license-free loop library for themselves. Work for hire. You know, it was like a record construction kit.
With the greats.
With original content that they could use in a log, because they could go, okay, well, that one is in F and it's 115 BPM. Grab that. Or if we have another one that was done with Nathan East and J.R. Robinson in the same key and the same BPMs, we could put that on with Omar's drums. And the genius of what they did was they, after the fact, constructed this stuff together.
That's incredible.
Like, for instance, one of the songs, Giorgio by Moroder,
Yeah.
is both me and JR on the record. He did that 3 months before at a different studio altogether. I think they recorded that at A&M.
So how did you even find out what you played drums on?
So the first time I heard Get Lucky, my wife and I, Rachel and I, were driving in a car, came on the radio or something. With her being a musician, she goes, wow, that hi-hat vibe sounds like you. So I didn't know that Pharrell had sang. I didn't know that Nile played on it. I knew nothing.
Wow.
So I'm listening to this, I'm up all night to get lucky. It's got a nice pocket on it. I'm listening to it.
Nice pocket. It's yourself.
And then, and I hear Nile, though. I was like, that's definitely Nile.
Yeah.
And then the hi-hat thing, I was like, yeah, that definitely sounds like something I would do. Then the DJ comes on afterwards and goes, that was a new one from Daft Punk. I was like, that is me.
That's insane.
Then they called me and asked me to play the Grammys.
That's iconic, with this whole stage design with the studio and everything.
Yeah.
As if you recorded it together in the studio, which you didn't. That was the only time you were ever in a studio.
Yeah.
And it was a fake
The
studio.
magic of record making.